Hey, what's poppin'? What's poppin'? Pakioni here, and I'm joined with my guest today.
Oi oi, hello, neon, spooky neon, gang gang.
Yeah, we're gonna talk quickly about the new adaptation live action for One Piece that has gotten a lot of
Oh boy.
controversy. Oh, it's got a lot
Yeah.
of controversy for no reason. Oh God. But before I get into that, I did start a Patreon. I'll be linking that in the description below, and I'll be doing access to early vids along with Discord roles and a few other things. So if you want to support me, just hit that link in the description below. But before we get into this, what were your initial thoughts when you first saw this trailer and everything?
So I actually watched this when I was in a call with you when it first dropped. Actually, I'm the one that sent it to you and the boys. But let me tell you now, I I'm still as hyped as I was like yesterday. This trailer for me was absolutely fantastic, and I've seen a lot of criticism, which we will get into most likely in this little video. But I enjoyed it. I really, really enjoyed it, and you probably heard me overreacting as well in the call. So
That was
yeah, I enjoyed it.
but did you, before we get into like actually like watching the video, but did you, when you first heard the news, did you think, oh God, it's another anime like live action, or
Oh,
did?
I'm not gonna swear, but who didn't? Who didn't? You know, we know what's happened
Okay,
to
that was
Cowboy
me too.
Bebop, which was the one last year, right, or the year
Oh yeah,
before. We saw what
yeah.
happened to that. We've seen what happened to Death Note. Let's not talk about it. We've seen what happens to Dragon Ball Evolution, right? There
Oh,
is a reason to be worried for live actions, and I think everyone was. And that's one of the things I've been saying though. Like I'm optimistic when it comes to One Piece live action because not only because it's my favorite series of all time, manga and anime, right? It just it's peak fiction for me, but it's the fact of Oda's helping with this project, and I believe they're doing $15 million every single episode per episode, which is wild. That's Game of Thrones level, like budget, and that's not even a joke. So yeah, that's where I was. I'm skeptical, obviously, for the episodes to come out, but the trailer looked fantastic. What do you think, obviously? Because yeah.
yeah. I had negative thoughts coming into it as well, because the only live action that I heard positive things on was the Bleach live action. So I was
Oh
like,
yeah, amazing.
uh, yeah. So I was just thinking, my other gripe as well is like, ooh, just like I don't want to follow a bandwagon, but like people just like to hate when it comes to anything live action before
100%.
before the final product is even put before them,
We
and
have
that's
cancel culture, and then there's the other group just called the weebs, which are the weebs that are literally just the weebs, and they love to hate on everything without even giving it a try.
yeah. So I'm just like, I'm gonna rewatch this again with you because the setting and everything is almost damn near perfect, to say the
I
least.
believe you've only seen it that one time as well.
Yeah.
So we're going into this like this is going to be your second watch. Obviously, I've seen this about 50 times at this point, but every time you do rewatch it, you do pick up on little things. Like for example, you see Shanks here only for like 3 seconds, probably not even
I didn't
that.
even
You see
see that.
That's what I mean. We
Oh.
have to talk about it. You see that scene. There's a load of things, but the music obviously is beautiful. I imagine you probably have to turn it down for this, but yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get into it. I'm actually
Uh,
excited for this, just to see your reaction after.
yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh.
like bro, look at that scenery straight away from Windmill Village. You know,
Yes.
crazy. Look at the ship, man.
Bro, he got the
Look
pot
at my
just like
boy.
a freaking link.
I'll pause it. Pause it. Pause it. Right. So I'm seeing a lot of criticism, right? People saying about what he's wearing there. That what do you call those? Just a shirt?
It's an
Yeah,
aloha
literally
shirt
just
or whatever. Yeah.
yeah. So people are complaining, but I believe this is either an Easter egg to the manga or he does actually wear this in the anime and the manga. I don't know 100%,
I think it was in
but
a colored art photo.
yeah, it did. I think this is like an Easter egg though. What he is wearing, if he doesn't actually wear this like in the anime or the manga, because this is a cover up. This literally is like canon pretty much, you know, like so it does make sense as they're doing this that he could be wearing this just for, you know, Oda's putting a little tease in there pretty much, you know, not tease
Uh-huh.
but not foreshadow, you get what I mean, little Easter egg. But yeah, I just want to point out because I've been seeing a lot of people criticize what he's wearing. It's like he's wearing that because in the cover art he's also wearing that, so it's a little like it's a cool little detail, you know, it's a cool little
Yeah.
detail.
I,
Yeah.
it's just crazy to see how many people just hate on it. Like, not even, this is 14 seconds in.
Bro, it's a 1 minute 30 trailer. You know, yeah, people are already judging it by that. It's like, don't get me wrong, you're allowed to judge it, right? But give it a try, man. Come on. It's not a
Yeah.
movie. Bear in mind, this is going to be like, what, 8 episodes long? So probably 8 hours altogether. So you can't just judge it like that, man. Give it a shot. Give it a shot.
Not to
But
mention,
yeah, let's continue this.
yeah, it's condensed material, so I don't know how they just gonna keep hating.
I'm
Ooh.
setting out to follow my dreams.
Look at that, man.
Yo.
Look at
I'm
that.
gonna be king
Come
of the
on.
pirates.
Look at that, bro.
Then
And people were actually complaining
Alright,
about
it's a
that.
loyal crew.
That shot.
And I think
Right, get ready to pause it. Pause it. You see that shot right there? That's a one-on-one with the manga. That what he's doing with his feet.
yeah, I
And
remember this.
everything is literally one of the most badass scenes. You also see Axan Morgan on that poster,
Yeah.
the metal jaw.
Oh, I forgot about
Amazing.
him.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Amazing, absolutely amazing. So I just want to point out that is one of the most coolest things I saw in this whole trailer.
Yo,
I love that.
yeah, because I remember correctly, that dude is also. This is where we meet. What are those two Marines? I'm trying to remember their names.
Toby and Hemlopu. I don't know.
Hemlopu, yeah. I'm just like, yo, and those two characters. Man, I like those characters a lot.
together we'd make a pretty good team.
Yo,
We're heading up to the Grand Line.
Oh, bro, look at that shot. Come on.
oh that,
Look at
oh,
bro.
oh,
He's
yo,
fighting number 7 or Mr. 7. That's so
yo,
crazy.
oh that fight when he, oh no, this is gonna be amazing.
A treacherous stretch of ocean.
And then people are complaining about Bobby. There's Shanks on the boat right there. That's that one
Oh,
thing where he
yeah.
loses his arm. Yup. So people are complaining about Emily Rudd wearing a wig here. And I mean, I do understand where you're coming from. But all I'm gonna say is she's waifu as fuck. I don't care what you say. She's still my Nami, bro. She's still my Nami. I don't care. It's Emily Rudd, fam. Listen, a wig is a wig.
This is pretty much cosplay.
It's not going to take away from the character, right? They're not changing her. Look at her outfit. She's wearing the same outfit. And as you know, late down the line, she does have a glow up. Every character does. Every character kind of looks stupid in a way, right? They look kind of weak and fragile, I want to say, including Luffy right at the start, right? Look at him like to Wano and shit right now, right? The build up. So it does make sense why everyone does look a bit scrawny or whatever the word is. It does make sense.
It's because Oda's still getting his bearings since he just started off. It's like comparing like earlier drawings of Bleach and Naruto to like the end of the series, and I'm like, there's no
100%.
comparison. It is
I
literally
think
a
people
path of
forget
growth.
that.
Yeah,
I think people are just forgetting that because they're so up to date with the recent stuff in One Piece. They just like forget what they really were like back in the day, right? And in my opinion, that wig is pretty similar to what she's actually like in the anime and the manga. So I mean, it's what it is. I just don't understand the criticism, but yeah.
yeah,
that's what
because
it is.
another point I'd like to bring up is it's essentially cosplay what they're doing. Are you gonna go up to a cosplayer and be like, "Oh my god, you didn't dye your hair the same color as my character that I'm"?
Literally,
I'm just like,
it's
what?
crazy. I do understand what people are talking about in a way, but it's like there's other things to complain about, right? You could complain about the CGI, which we will get to right at the end, because we know about the Gomu Gomu big whip that he does at the end, right? Pistol whip. But yeah, for that's a pass for me, man.
That's just
I'm
an
not
easy
doubling that and passing that on. I'm keeping it. So,
I respect it.
Of
but get ready to pause it in the next shot.
With bigger
So-
islands.
That's
Ooh,
Shanks right there. That
Yo,
is Shanks right there. You can't see him up close, obviously, from the view. People complaining about that CGI. Fam, that is fucking Godzilla level right there.
that
I
is
don't care. The shot before looks a bit iffy, right? But up close, it looks so good. Like, I don't know if you can back off, like, literally 2 seconds or something, where you see the other shot of the creature.
yeah.
Like that. I do understand what people are complaining about here, right? Because it doesn't look the greatest. But it's doable. It's doable, right? I think the thing we should be complaining about the most is the fishmen, because they need some crazy fucking CGI for them, right? Or some art or whatever. And Luffy's attacks. They're the things we've got to worry about the most. Not a giant monster that you see for this one scene and never again, right? So that's just one thing that annoyed me a little bit.
Yeah.
But play to where we see Shanks on the boat.
With bigger islands.
And then just look at that CGI. It's not bad. It's really not bad.
Yes. Because what I don't understand is people don't understand what it takes to do actual CGI IRL. Because they have to, like, not only produce this as well. Because CGI versus anime is 2D versus 3D. So, of course, it's going to be blaring. But when it comes to 3D on 3D, creating mythical creatures such as this, like they have to like literally, from what I remember seeing in another, I think it was Mad Max or whatever, they had to like create like some stick figure or like a hardened mask on top of something, and then point it towards the actor so they know what they're looking at, and then edit around that. I'm like, you guys, nobody that's complaining is nobody's actually like going into like After Effects and Premiere Pro and pulling out levels like this. I'm like, the ones that are complaining are the ones that usually don't have knowledge on how this is done.
100%. Let's keep playing. Let's keep playing. It's just so good. And then Alvida's ship, man.
Oh,
Buggy, you might want to pause on that Buggy thing.
Yeah, I do.
This is one thing that I do kind of agree with people. He does look a bit too scary in a way. He doesn't really look like. Obviously, you can tell it's Buggy, right? He even has the makeup and everything. He even has the laugh. Also, I can't remember who plays this actor, but I know he is meant to be really, really talented. But Buggy right there looks scary. And one thing I've been hearing a lot of people say is that he looks too scary. I do understand what you're coming about in a little way, right? Because he does look shit scary. But you got to remember, the first time we see him in Orange Town, what did my mans do? He was meant to be a scary character. He literally destroyed half a town. And he done a lot of carnage, right? He was going to assassinate Luffy inside that cage. There was a lot of things going to happen. The buggy balls, you remember them? The big bars and shit? When you first see him, which should be the scene, no doubt, he's meant to be scary. But obviously later down the line, he is going to be more of the clown sort of character that he's meant to be, the goofball, 100%. So I think people are judging him a bit too much. I'm judging him as well, don't get me wrong. I don't think it's 10 out of 10, but again, it's doable. We need to give it a try before we judge on a really close-up of his big-ass nose, I think we got to see him from a distance, we got to see his crew, and see Richie the Lion, that's all.
Yeah, because what I'm also interested in is how they're going to do his devil fruit ability. That's going to be interesting. Because if he looks scary right now, imagine like the effects they're going to do as soon as Zoro chops him in half and everybody's just laughing. And then you just see a severed head laughing as well. I'm like,
how's that go?
Oh, that shit's going to be like crazy.
But you gotta remember, just because it's a live action doesn't mean it has to be one with the anime, Yeah. Obviously, you want it to have a lot of the same trait as the anime, obviously, as they're doing, because it's meant to be the East Blue saga. But like, they can change things up. They can change designs of characters, even if when it comes to clothing, right? It doesn't have to be perfect. Realistically, I don't really want a live-action One Piece to be exactly same as the anime or the manga. I want it to be a bit different, right? You want to experience something new, in a way. Even if it's something added or what. Yeah, so that's just a me thing, though. That's just a me skill issue. But
that's not a skill issue, because at that point, just watch the anime. It's the exact same thing.
Exactly. Literally. Yeah. Exactly. That's what I mean. I love One Piece. So I might sound like I'm gatekeeping this, but this is one thing I think is a bit iffy. But there's a few more things coming soon. But that's all I've got to say on Buggy.
I'm looking forward to Buggy. He looked crazy. Oh, this will be fun.
Do be looking crazy. Right, let's keep playing.
Careful with that.
I don't work for you.
I'm sensing a little bit of tension amongst the crew.
Not a crew.
Oh, I remember that back in the day, yo.
I'm gonna keep it real. I don't remember that. I don't even know if that was in the anime or manga, but that is just like, that is a funny thing, right? Yeah. We don't just want non-stop action. That's not what One Piece is about. We want these comedic moments. We want Zoro versus Sanji complaining, right? We want Sanji simping for Nami and shit. Like, we want those moments, and that was definitely a moment that I liked right there.
Yeah,
something different, right? And it's the first time you see all three characters like really talk together as well. And bear in mind, Usopp ain't there, Sanji's not there, right? Chopper, Robin, all the people in the future, right? Frankie, like Brooks, everyone.
Yeah. Junbei,
also, if you play for like a second, right, and then pause it, you win again. Right, pause now. That is Garp's battleship. So that's Garp's ship. You can't see Garp. I don't think we can. I think he's right at the front, but you can't really make him out. Looks sick. The way they design these ships, man, they made them and shit, the CGI, whatever it is, so cool. Look at that ship head.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it looks so cool. And then the HQ3 thinks, oh shit. That's what I was, man.
Oh yeah.
One thing I always wanted in One Piece is to see more close up of the ships and like ship battles. We might get that in live action. You don't know. You don't know. But what are you saying?
Yeah, but like going along with like, I'm pretty sure people have complained about the CGI of the ships as well. You do gotta realize, One Piece is goofy with a lot of its designs. It's
100%. It's meant to be goofy, yeah. The man literally stretches, you know? He's made out of fucking rubber. It's not going to be amazing. It's not meant to be.
I'm just like, there's a rubber man, a long-nosed dude with like, there's a deer that's human. I'm like, yo, there's...
Literally have Pinocchio, bro, in your fucking crew that quickscopes people. Like, what the... He literally has aimbot now. Like, holy shit.
I'm just like, what do people expect? I'm just like, let me just get back to that before I just complain some more. Yo, that's Usopp.
That's like a Usopp. Amazing.
Yes.
What can we fucking say? But that is our Usopp.
That's my nigga
In my
Usopp.
opinion, he's probably... Him and Nami are, like, the best, in my opinion, when it comes to... like portraying their character, like actually looking like their character. Not saying the rest are bad, but just their normal face and shit, right? Like they do actually look like the characters, which is amazing. Even as the hair, what are they called? Dreads?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
that is his hairstyle. So I'm like, yo, he picked the perfect person for him.
We haven't sailed together for very long.
Sanji looking.
Sanji?
Hey, yo, he got that look that Sanji has.
I love 𝙲𝚘𝚙𝚢𝚛, right?
Mm-hmm.
But this scene makes him look so old. Considering he's meant to be 19, he does look old, and also he looks a bit too angry. That's one thing I have to agree with people on. He doesn't... He looks really good, right? And again, you see shots of him later on where he's actually like kicking people and shit. Like he's good. I don't know if you've seen a clips of him on Instagram and Twitter. He's good. Like really, really good. He does like spinning kicks in the air and shit. He's actually trained for this for like 2 years straight. He's very, very good.
Like Jackie Chan levels.
Oh, bro, like this guy is insane. I have to send you some after this video, obviously, but that's one thing I'd say. And obviously the hair's gonna be hard to get around for a lot of people. But I like him, but again, we can't judge him on a trailer. We have to see what he actually like. And people are like, people also like he hasn't got eyebrows.
Ooh, that kick was awesome. Okay, this I remember. I was like, yo.
Right. First of all, Kobe. You see Kobe on the right side.
Oh yeah.
Kobe looks 10 out of 10. He looks exactly like how Kobe's meant to be. Look how he's backing off from Luffy's attack. Like, what? What is going on? You know, he's meant to be like that. This is the controversial thing here, though. This Gomu Gomu. This is one thing that does look iffy. This is probably the worst bit of the trailer, in my opinion. It's cringy a little bit, but he's rubber.
I mean, again, this is a goofy setting.
Yeah.
Like, there's only so much you can do to make this look believable, because a man stretching his entire body and then pulling that out of frame to show the hand and it's like, look, I don't think you could really do anything to make that better.
It doesn't actually, watching this again, it doesn't actually look the worst. Obviously, it's not 10 out of 10, right? But you got to think as well, this shot is very, what do you call it, cinematic, dramatic, I guess. Like, not all shots are going to look like this when Luffy uses his, like, moves. Half the time, you're just going to see it go off screen, and it probably won't even zoom into the fist. So, like, they're doing this to show what they can do with the CGI. This is pretty much just saying, like, this is what we can do. This is the best we've done. And obviously, he's about to punch Alvida, which is the first person he fights. So this is like episode 1 or 2, something like that.
Oh, yeah, he knocked shit. And I was like, hey, yo,
Bro, might as well just change his name to Andrew at this point.
Yo, he bopped the shit out of her name, from what I remember. I was like, hey, yo. He said equal rights, equal fights. I'm like, yo.
Jesus, that is our Luffy.
Yeah.
Fuck no.
No.
Keep climbing. We got a little bit more.
All great fighters call out their finishing moves. No, they don't.
Yeah.
It just is a Luffy and there's no more.
Yeah.
August 21st, 31st, obviously. But what I was going to say, that literally is like a Luffy and, Zoro interaction right there.
Yes.
He's like, oh, welcome to the crew, and things like that. He's like, oh, okay, cool. Because that's what he was back in the day. He was kind of like that smug, like, if I gotta do it, I'll do it, but I don't really care, you know?
Yeah.
But I did enjoy that.
Yeah. They did everybody justice. I'm just can't wait to see Chopper next, because East Blue is still one of my favorite arcs of all of One Piece, just meeting the crew entirely.
100%. But obviously that's going to be season 2. So
Yeah.
let's hope it gets renewed if people are actually enjoying it.
Oh, yeah.
We have to see, but August 31st, I'm excited. I'll be watching it day one.
I will
every
be
week.
watching that too. I will probably be watching it at the same time as you.
The thing is, if it's good or bad, I'm still watching it. I've put so much dedication into this. I follow like all of them on Twitter.
I didn't even know that. Shoot.
I wanna stick with this, even if I don't like it. I wanna still go with the show and see what it actually does become.
Yeah, this is gonna be crazy. I cannot wait to see everybody just like either praise or to give this show a complete shitstorm.
Oh, 100%. That's all I've really got to say, honestly. It's a 50-50 for everyone right now, right? I feel like we should at least see more trailers, more snippets. The thing is, we didn't see any clips, like minute-long clips or 20, even 10-second clips of like the crew interacting, right? We've only judged it from a trailer, so yeah. We got to give it some more time before we can truly say if it's actually good or bad, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Don't knock it till you try it in most scenarios, and this is definitely part of most scenarios.
Bro, this is One Piece. Like, this is so huge.
Yeah, because this will also just boost up, just like the Bleach live action, this will also boast well for just anime in general, because more and more people are getting exposed to it. Because they're like, oh, it's just a live act, it's just a movie. And then they're like, oh, shoot, this is pretty cool. And then they're like, oh, this is based off an anime? Crazy. And there you go. You got more people into the anime. So all I see is a win-win, honestly. But yeah, that's all I got to say to you as well. Oh, I'm excited as hell. Anything you want to say before we sign off?
Just keep your eyes open for more snippets, more trailers, things like that. It might sound like we're gatekeeping this right now, but this is a huge passion of mine and also Pocahontas. So
yeah, I just
we want to see.
love for this.
We want to see what they can do before we truly judge it. We want to see an episode. You know, we might not even like it, like I said, but we all need to see what they can do in an actual episode and not a minute 30 trailer with over 50 scenes, you know, crammed together.
Yeah, it feels like one of our videos edited.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, that's me. That's what I've got to say.
Got you. As for me, y'all can just follow me in the socials below. I'll also be linking my Kick because I just started that. And I'm talking about the streaming site, not the messaging app. If everybody knows what that is.
Oh god, does not bring back 2012.
I used that back in 2018. But other than that, this is Pocky Oni signing off. Peace.